You have to expand and simplify this expression. As you see, it contains surds, and there are two brackets, where each term is separated with two terms separated by minus. If it was plus, it would also be binomial, because you have two terms. Alright, so let's go. Let's rewrite it. 3 square root of 2 minus 4 square root of 3 times 5 square root of 3 minus square root of 2. So 3 times 3 square root of 2 by 5 square root of 3. That's 3 times 5 times square root of 2 times square root of 2. Square root of 3. You see that? 3 times 5 times square root of 2 by square root of 3. Alright? Now, of course, I could just write them like this. 3 square root of 2 by 5 square root of 3, and then rearrange. So you have 3 square root of 2 times 5 square root of 3. Okay? Then 3 square root of 2 by square root of 2. So it's going to be plus 3 square root of 2 times, this is a negative, negative square root of 2. See that? So it's this times this, plus this times this, plus this times this, plus this times this. Alright? So now, we dealt with this by this, and we dealt with this times this. Let's deal with this times this now. So it's plus negative 4 square root of 3 times 5 square root of 3. So you see, each time I put plus, even though I know later on it's going to be a minus, but I'm following the general rule. This plus this time this plus this time this plus this time this, and so on. We'll deal with the negative signs later on. And then plus negative 4 square root of 3 by negative square root of 2. Right? So negative 4 square root of 3, which is this, times negative square root of 2, which is this. Alright. So here now, we can rearrange them. Numbers together, surds together. Right? So remember, the surd now is really a number involving some kind of root where you cannot simplify it into an integer. Right? So 3 times 5 times square root of 2 times square root of 3. Right? Plus this one now. Plus a negative. You have a negative sign here. So this is going to be minus. But let's write it as plus for now. Plus. And you have, well, this one you could simplify it now. You don't necessarily have to do that. Let's just simplify it. You have a minus. Then 3 times square root of 2 square root of 2. Alright? You see, this square root of 2 times this square root of 2 here. Plus negative. So it's going to be a minus now. 4 times 5. As I'm just putting whole numbers together for now. You don't have to do it in such detail and slowly like I'm doing now in exam. Right? But this is just for explanation purposes. So it's 4 times 5 times square root of 3 times square root of 3. Right? Then out here, you have a negative sign times a negative sign, which will give you a positive. So this will end up as a plus. Then 4 times square root of 3 times square root of 2. Alright? Now here, 3, 5, 15. Now you see the square root of 2 times square root of 3. It can be written as just one big square root. 15 square root of 2 times 3. Right? Remember, the square root of 2 times square root of 3 can be written as square root of 2 times 3. And that applies to any number, which is also square root of 6. It's going to become square root of 6 later. So you say minus 3 times the square root of, now the square root of 2 by square root of 2 is the same as the square root of 2 times 2. Alright? Minus 4, 5, 20 times the square root of 3 times 3. Same argument applies to this. Alright? Plus 4 square root of 3 by square root of 2 is the square root of 3 times 2. So this is 15 times the square root of 6 minus 3 times the square root of 2 is 4. You remember, once you practice enough, that the square root of 2 by square root of 2 is really the square root of 2 squared. And the square and square root cancel each other, leaving the 2 untouched, right? But anyway, we're doing it step by step for now. Minus 20 square root of 3 by 3 is 9. Plus 4 square root of 3, 2, 6. See that? So now, what we have is 15 square root of 6 minus 3 times square root of 4 is 2. Minus 20 times the square root of 9 is 3. Plus 4 square root of 6. 6. See that? Now you have 15 square root of 6 minus 3 2's 6 minus 23's 60 plus 4 square root of 6. Alright? Now let's put the 15 square root of 6 and the 4 square root of 6 together, since they both have square root of 6. So 15 square root of 6 plus 4 square root of 6. You know that negative 6 minus 60 is going to be negative 66. Alright? Alright. Now, you see this part? You could simplify it even more, you know. Square root of, oh no, leave it as it is. So what you have? 15 of the square root of 6 plus 4 of the square root of 6. 15 of anything plus 4 more of those things give you what? 19 of those things. 15 plus 4 is 19. So it's 19 square root of 6 minus 66. Let's see, what else could you do? That's it. Right? So you can't really break down square root of 6 any further, because the square root of 6 is square root of 3 by 2. If it was something like square root of 8, then you could do it, because the square root of 8 is really the square root of 4 by 2, which is the square root of 4 by square root of 2. Square root of 4 is 2, so it's 2 square root of 2. You could break it down. But with 6, you just have to leave it alone. And you can't factorize anything. So that's it for this part. It's 19 square root of 6 minus 66 that you have for this.